Hi, good morning everyone. I am Karibasapasi, Assistant Professor of Zoology, HPPC Government First Grade College, Challakere. In this video, I am going to explain about the pheromones and their functions. Communication or transfer of information among animals is essential for their survival. Communication is a general term for signal exchange between animals. For example, singing of birds, cricket mating calls, and bee hums. These are the example for the communication in animals. Animals can communicate by making gestures or facial expressions. Example, monkeys twine their tails, chimpanzee embrace, gorilla fondle their babies just like the human beings. So, almost all animals in animal kingdoms communicate through chemicals produced by the glands within the body. Heidegger, for the first time, reported the significance of order in communication. So, this specialized communication includes smell, scent, or pheromones. What are these pheromones? By definition, pheromone is a chemical secreted by an animal that influences the behavior of other animals of the same species. Exchange of information through pheromone is a primitive form of communication. When chemicals are used for communication among the same species, they are called as pheromones. There are different types of chemicals depending upon the pheromones secreted and received by the other animals. For example, pheromones. These are the pheromones exchanged between the members of the other species. Allomones, here only the sender is benefited, and cinnamones, both the sender and the receiver are benefited. Pheromones were earlier referred as ectohormones because these are secreted from the exocrine glands. Unlike the hormones secreted internally by ductless glands and which regulate the organism's own physiology, pheromones are secreted externally to regulate the behavior of the conspecifics. Pheromones are extensively used in social and sex life of vertebrates. In social insects, pheromones play a key role in caste system and maintenance of the colony. There are some examples for the pheromones. Pheromone coupling is extracted from the female rhesus monkey, X-androstenol from male sweat, Bombay coal from silk moth, Guipure from gypsy moth, civitone from civet cat, muscone from musk deer. Honeybee substance is also a type of pheromone secreted from the bees. Pheromones have significant role in mother-child bond. That's why in Western countries, the young mothers are advised not to use the scents because use of scents will hinder the mother and child bondage. There are some experiments carried out on these pheromones. For the first time, Bonnet, a French scientist who experimented on these pheromones, first he observed the trail of ants moving from one end to the other end. He put a pile of sugar on the table and ants nest on the other end. He observed that the ants move in a specific path. So later he rubbed the path of the trail of the ants. Later what happens? The ants come to the end of the trail or the path and they searched for their path. So at the end, some of the adventurous ants, with the help of the antennae, somehow they maintain to touch the ants of the other end, and again the trail is reformed. So like this, he observed that there may be some chemicals secreted by these ants, which they follow with the help of the pheromones. In another experiment carried out by Jean-Henri Fabre on the habitats of insects, he kept one female moth in the cage, a mesh cage, and suddenly he noticed that there are 50 to 100 male moths surrounded the cage. Later in the other experiment, he kept the female moth in a tight glass container so that the moths can only see. So here, since there is no exchange of air, there were no gathering or collection of the male moths near the female moth. Effects of pheromones. There are two major effects of these pheromones. One is the releaser effect, other is the primer effect. Releaser effect is it stimulates the CNS of the recipient and produces an immediate change in its behavior. It is known as releaser effect. Primer effect, if a pheromone alters a set of physiological reactions in the recipient, which in turn prepares the animal for a particular behavioral pattern to be released by an appropriate stimulus, this is known as primer effect. So let's see some of the example for the releaser effect. Suppose a pheromone is released by an animal A and it is perceived by animal B. The pheromone acts on CNS of B and this releases the behavior immediately in animal B. This kind of quick reaction is called as releaser effect. So in releaser effect there will be a quick reaction. For example, when you crush the snail, immediately the other snails will move to the water because the dead snail, it will release the a type of pheromone called as the type of pheromone which is secreted at the time of danger or threat pheromone, so which is perceived by the other snails and immediately they will move to the water. And a mother rat licks her nipple so that the blind pups can identify the nipple and they can able to suck the milk. Another example is when you crush a bee, immediately you will be attacked by hundreds of bees because the crushed bee will release the type of pheromone which is called as threat pheromone, which are perceived by the other bees and immediately they will come to the rescue of the other bees. Now let's see the primer effect. A pheromone is released by an animal A. It is perceived by animal B. The pheromone acts on CNS of B, which brings about changes in physiological reactions and prepares CNS of B for a particular behavior, which is then released by an appropriate stimulus. So, primer effect is a type of delayed effect. Examples are behavior in social insects, honeybees, termites and ants. So let's see the Lee-Boot effect. It is one of the example for the primer effect. It is proposed by Vanderlei and M. Boot. When many female moths were left in a cage to live together, their estrus cycle were synchronized. When female moths were kept away from males for a long time, their estrus cycle stopped completely. That means the males have the influence on the physiological or reproductive physiology of the females. When there were no males with the females, their estrus cycle is altered. Helen Bruce effect. It is proposed by Helen Bruce in 1961. It is also one of the example for primer effect. It states that the order of a strange male mouse blocked the pregnancy of a newly conceived female mouse. The order of original male left pregnancy undisturbed. Order of strange male suppressed the secretion of the hormone prolactin so that normal estrus was restored. So when there is a normal male, it will not disturb the pregnancy of the female, but on the entry of the strange male, it will block the pregnancy of the newly conceived female mouse. Witten effect, another example for the primer effect, that is, it is proposed by Witten in 1959. It states that the females that have been grouped together do not mate as quickly when left with male as do females that have been isolated. This effect can be reversed by introducing male into all female groups. That is, when the male and females are separate, when they are individual, when only two are there, they can mate freely or they will mate freely. But when they are in group, they will not mate as free as when they are alone or isolated. So let's see the pheromones in invertebrates. Pheromones play an integral part in the secretion and lives of invertebrates. The invertebrates have special scent producing glands and structures to receive the chemical messages. Glands producing pheromones. There are many glands that produce the pheromones in invertebrates. The location and structure of these glands on the body varies in different animals. For example, in lepidopterans, butterflies and moths, these are located in the wings and in abdominal segments. Honeybees have two glands which produce pheromones. Mandibular glands, these are well developed in queen and wings. Nasonov glands, these are situated below the intersegmental membrane. In silkworms, saculae lateralis, it's present in the last abdominal segment. And in ants, there are mandibular glands, labial glands, and metapleural glands which secretes the pheromones. Now let's see what are the functions of these pheromones. Pheromones perform a variety of functions. One is these act as sex attractants and bring sexes together for mating. The queen bees attract drones by pheromones. And pheromones, they have a significant role in social insects communication and help in the maintenance of colony structures and also in communication. For example, ants and fire ants, they can able to find their way about by the help of the pheromones. And there are some alarm pheromones that quickly reaches for the rescue of the other conspecifics. Alarm pheromones in social insects have three main functions. They alert the colony, they release aggression, they mark the target to be attacked. If you stung by a bee and you reflexively kill that bee, the dead stinger might invite hundreds of bees. All pheromones are volatile. Pheromones for making trails of movements or territory are much less volatile. All pheromones are volatile. So almost all the pheromones are volatile. They will go within a fraction of minutes. But the pheromones used for the trails where the ants move, so these are less volatile. Some insects use pheromone to trap the prey. For example, the bowler spider acts like the male moths that are searching for their mates. These pheromones will also help in the maintenance of the colony structure. The queen bee produces pheromones that play a part in controlling social structure of her colony. If a queen is removed from a colony, in her absence, it is pursued by the workers, and these workers will feed the royal jelly to the larvae, and the larvae which are fed with royal jelly, they are going to develop as the queen, and others will be immediately killed by the workers. In the same way, in the ants also, the differentiation and the number of particular cats in termites is also regulated by the pheromones. If more than one queen is produced, the workers eat away remaining developing queens. Scent marking in vertebrates. In vertebrates, the pheromones are also used as scent markings. Many vertebrates produce odors, scents, or pheromones to carry out many important functions. For example, house shrews, striped hyena, and black-tailed deer produces scents under stress. These are also used for the marking of territories, finding the mates, and finding of pups and their habitats with scents. Use of urine and fecus. Some of the vertebrates they use the urine and fecus for scent markings to identify core area, to find out the territory, to find out the pathways, resting and feeding grounds. Male hippopotamus, rhinos, and tigers deposit dungs at places along the trails. So wherever they go, they will deposit their dung at the along their trails or along their path. For example, you might have seen the pissing of the dogs. So wherever the dogs go, they will mark their territory with the help of the urine. In the same way, coyote and foxes use just urine to mark their territories. Slender lories, squirrel monkey mark their territory with urine. Lemurs smear the branches of trees with fecus. These are some of the animals which use the fecus and urine as their scent markers. Here are some of the animals who use urine and fecus for scent marking. Some of the animals or the vertebrates use special glands for scent marking. Some of them use the anal glands. They will rub the anal glands on the ground on the object to be marked. For example, monotremes, marsupials, and few placentals. And also spiny anteater, brush-tailed opossum, and lemurs. These secretions are also important in mating seasons to attract the mates. And there are some vertebrates or animals which use salivary glands as their scent markers. Saliva is a secretion available to all mammals, which has been used as marking agent by bears, dogs, pigs, and a number of other animals. Most marsupials deposit saliva on twigs by chewing them and hence marking the foliage of their territory. Many of the marsupials will off chew the leaves of the many trees and they will leave the saliva on the leaves so that the other members of the species can be able to identify. Hedgehog first salivates on the object to be marked and then scratches it. A female rat licks its nipple to scent mark them so that its pups can reach them. A female wild beast will lick its baby to scent mark it through its saliva for recognition. Animals, these are some of the animals which use the anal glands and saliva for scent marking. At the end, I want to conclude this video. Pheromones are the chemicals used for transfer of information among animals. Not everything known about pheromones and their secret functions. A familiar smell gives a feeling of safety for the animals. Scent plays an important role in sexual behavior. Scents bring two sexes together in most of the animals. Thank you.